Good morning everyone, and welcome back to Craft Eccentricity, and we are up again today with more from KSCRAFT, and it's Friday. Yeah. Here we are again. So welcome to the weekend. Right, today we are making the bag. This is the bunny bag, and this is a great die set because if you take away the front bunny away, you've got a bag for all occasions. And it's got this gorgeous little, I don't know what you call that pin cut, whatever it's called. There's a name, pinking, yeah. You know when you use pinking shears and you get that zigzaggy edge? So pretty. So we're making this today. And my paper slides around. Do apologise. I did order some new stuff and I thought that's a great buy. So I ordered 2 rolls. And today I got an email saying order cancelled. So they must have thought it was too much of a great buy. But there you go. I'm going to hunt it down and find it again. Right, away from my digressing and onto the bag. Right, I have cut out 2 sides. Just plain white cardstock, and I've got my banners from yesterday. I'm still not sure whether I'm using them today, but I know I am going to be using them at some point. So we do have the banners. I've cut out 2 handles which will go over the sort of like lozenge shaped holes that are in the bag. So I've cut those in yellow. I've cut my bow in yellow, which also comes with a little centre. So I'm going to have to glue that in. I've done my earpieces in pink. That's all basil cardstock except for the white. And I'm using one of the Peachy Keen rodent faces for my panel because I just love them. If you get the digital packs, you can resize them any size that you want to, which is what I've done here. This one is sized to 4 inches, and you can see there you've got those lovely embossed sections, which is where your pink bits will go to make the ears. And that cute and quick. Right, and I have used Echo Park, I Love Easter again, to do the front and the back. Now, the reason I chose to do my sides white is because I knew, you know, I wouldn't be able to match the sides up. So this way I get a pretty front and back, and I get to hide the fact I can't match up by using the white. Right, let's do some gluing. So first of all, I'm going to stick down my ears. Now, I'm pretty sure that these ears are the same size. So what I like to do is just put things together to see if they're matching. Because if they're not matching, then you have to find out the area in which they match. Right, I'm pretty sure that one goes there. And that one will go down on there. Right, so let's get my glue bottle. Make sure the glue is flowing, which it is, and let's pop those little ears on. I don't know about you out there, but I've had some crazy good weather. I mean, we got up to 77 yesterday. I think it broke a record actually. But I do know that we're going down to 34 or 35 Monday and Tuesday. That's not so much fun. But this weekend I'm going out to prune a few more trees while I've still got the chance. Before the sap starts rising, because you should never prune your tree when the sap is rising. Right, so there is our very cute and quick bunny face. Now the bow I'm absolutely having on the ear, and I want it right there. Now if you want to put a little gemstone or a flower onto this, you can absolutely do that. And we've got the little centre, just a little blob of glue, and you can see I'm using my hands. These are nice big pieces. So there we've got our sweet rabbit with a sweet bow, and we're going to do the bag. Now the first thing that I want to do on the bag is glue those handles on while I've got it flat. So you can see you've got your aperture here, and these handles just fit real pretty around the edges, so it matches that lovely top of the bag. Right, now I want this on straight, so I'm just going to slide and move things around while I can see them. So now we've got a nice pretty decorative handle on there. I'm going to do exactly the same on this side, and I'll be right back. Right, so we've got two really pretty decorative handles now. Now this cardstock, you can see there you've got a score line, so we just want to carefully go along there, and I do have my bone folder, and I'm going across there very gently, and I'm going to do exactly the same to this one. Just fold it on the score line and then score down it. Got little bits of dry glue. And then we have the sides. Now you can see the score lines on the sides. Now this is going to pucker in. So the first thing I want to do is I want to fold this. And I always do this. I just tease everything along with my finger just to help it. Do exactly the same on the other one, because if you do it a little bit of a time, you find you don't you know, put a crease in your paper that you didn't mean to, and then this bit here is going to fold over. So I'm just going to move that out of the way, and I'm going to score this one in. I'm going to do the same on this one. And then what you have here is a bit that will poke in for you. So you can tease that. You don't necessarily have to score it, just tease it, so that when you've got your bag glued together, it's going to find those points. And then you can do exactly the same with this if you want to. Just push that up or out, it doesn't matter, because it will find itself. And then that's that one done. That will fold under there. Right, I'm just going to do this one and I'll be right back. Okay, so now I've got my two scored sides, and that's what they should look like. I'll just move that slowly so that you can see. See, that little bit there has just been teased so that when it's glued down, it will all kind of pop in for you. Right, so before we pop the sides on, I want to put my front panel on. And it's going to go on here. I'm just reaching over and getting my bunny again. Let's move that up. And this should fit perfectly just before the crease on your bottom again. I'm always saying, always glue before your crease line, because if you glue on it or over it, you're not going to be able to fold it. So now we need a little bit of glue onto our bunny face. Just going to pick that up. It's going to go all the way around. Don't worry about not going right the way to the edge, because you'll find your glue will squish. Yes, it will when you put some pressure on it. So now, just before that score line, and make sure that it's straight. And that's our bunny panel down. I'm just going to let that dry for a couple of seconds, and I'll be right back. Right, so that's dry, and I've popped my bunny swags on here and my little egg swag, and I'm wondering if that's a little bit overkill, but I don't care. No, they're going on there. So I'm going to have my bunnies at the top and my eggs at the bottom. So I'm just putting dots of glue down, and then any excess edge of the banner, its little you know, faux stringy bit, I can trim off. So let's get those on there, pushed over. Yeah, I like that. And then I'm going to have my eggs just underneath. Ooh. Yeah, I'm going right underneath with those. Push that over. That one just about fits within its confines. The rabbits overlap a little bit, but that's okay. Right, I'm going to let my little swags dry and I'll be right back. Okay, so now I just want to trim off those little bits of swag that are overhanging the edge. I don't mind that the bunnies are overhanging, it's just that those little skinny bits, you know, they could aid in tearing stuff off. So those are the only bits I'm trimming. My little bits of bunny butt can stay there. I'm just taking those off. Ooh, that's probably as close as I can go, but that's okay. Oh, isn't that sweet? Let's fold that up and have a look. Oh, I like that. It's got some nice weight to it as well. Right, now we need to do the sides. So we've got two sides. And I'm going to glue this one onto here. Now, what you need to look at, and I'm hoping, let me move these two pieces, because it's important that I show you this. The base of your bag here, this crease, let me move it up a bit more. It's important to be lined up with this crease down at the bottom here. Don't worry if you're a little bit short up here. This is the bit that you need to concentrate on. So when you pop this into here, we are going to be gluing that on top of that just before that score line again. You want that lined up with that. Can you see that? So the crease that's at the base of the bunny has to line up with the crease that is at the base of the side. So that is what we're going to do. And then I'll pause and run off and do the other one. Let me just get all my bits out of here. So I'm going down the side with some glue. And then we need to just take this under here before the score line again, and in line with that crease. So you will find that the top of your panel, this bit here, lines up with the stitched edge just before that little pretty pinking edge. And I am pressing that flat. Right, I hope you can see that edge has meted up with the stitch edge, and this straight edge is in line with the straight edge on the base of your box. Right, I am going to pause and do the other side. Okay, so that bit is done, and I hope you can clearly see the stitched edge there and the stitched edge there. And then when I pick it up, it lines up with the crease at the bottom. Right, so now because of my camera angle, I've got to turn it this way, because now to this edge, the back of the bag, we're going to have to glue this one, and it's exactly the same thing again. It's lining up with your stitching and lining up with your base. So I'm going to glue that and be right back. Right, so they have had time to dry, and this is what we've got at the moment. So we've got our front panel, we've got our side glued in, we've got our back panel and the other side glued in. And what I'm going to do is now I'm just folding it over. Can you see that? I've folded it. And we need to glue this one now onto this one. And that's when your bag is taking shape, it's lifting up. But there is an easy way to do this, and that is to fold that flat and to bring this piece over. So all you have to do when you're doing it is make sure that all of your sides are straight. And I am going to pop some glue down, because this is the home run. Now, if you glue squidges, you will find you've got to lift it up so that you don't completely glue your bag shut. So I'm at my stitching line. See, this is what you have to be careful of now, that you're straight and you haven't gone over your crease line. So I'm just going to stand that up for a second, give that a press, and I will hold that for a minute and I'll come back. Right, so that's glued, and you can see we've almost got our bunny bag, and these can store flat if you want them to. If you remember that little crease that's in the side there, you can make up many of these in different styles and you can store them flat. Right, the next thing that we need to do is we need to pop these inside tabs inwards, and we need to close this up and we need to glue it. And of course you need to glue it straight so that the bottom of your box will look like that. So let's grab my glue, and I want to go along two edges, and I don't know if my camera is going to pick that up, but I'm going along there and I'm also going along there, because of course you don't want your goodies falling out of the bottom of your box. So I'm just capping off my glue with one hand. So if you've glued in 2 points, at least you are secure in that. And of course you want them to be straight, so you can just feel along it with your fingers and then stand it up. Get your bone foldy tool and go down inside your bag. I don't think that bit's showing up on camera. There you go. I'm just tapping the bottom to make contact with the glue because I can't get my hand in there. Right. Let's have a look at that. That's looking nice, nice and tidy. And you can push it down with your fingers now. And I'm just pushing out a little bit. And I'm just going to let the base of that dry and I will be right back. Right, so that is all nice and dry. And we've got our decorated bunny box. That's what it should look like on the side, so that you can squeeze it down flat if you want to. And it's all ready to put in whatever you want. And as you all know, I don't eat sugar and stuff, so I've very rarely got anything. But this is the only chocolate that I eat. It's this stuff. I keep this on my desk, but I'm sure, you know, it's not the kind of thing you gift, because it's the kind of thing that I eat. But this is the only chocolate that I do eat, and it's Choc Zero, and it's got absolutely no sugar in it at all. And none of those artificial sugars, you know, that really upset your stomach. So I've always got oodles of that on my desk, but I never use it in my, you know, I know people like to do their demos and fill everything full of sugary candy, but I just never buy it. So now you know what I eat. But there you have it. A really, really cute Easter bag, and you can make loads of these. They fold down flat and you can store them away. Right, I thank you so much for joining me today. I do hope you have an absolutely awesome weekend, and I will be up again on Monday with more from KS Craft. As usual, all links below. Bye.